Have you been struggling with stubborn acne that never seems to go away no matter what you do? Have you been spending so much money on countless products that don't even work and in some cases even make you break out more? Do you feel like every day you wake up with a new pimple or two and you're tired of this cycle? Are you battling with acne scars that seem like a constant reminder of how acne prone your skin is? Are you tired of hiding behind makeup and you're ready to finally reveal natural, radiant skin? And are you looking for a solution that helps you finally have low maintenance skin? Well, I'm here to share with you what I did to clear my acne in just a month. That's right, 1 month. And I did this with less products, less stress, less spending, and less harsh ingredients. In fact, I healed my skin to the point that I was unrecognizable. People who used to pity me and give me skincare advice, unsolicited skincare advice, were now asking me what my secret was to my radiant and glowing skin. The solutions I'm gonna offer don't involve drinking a lot of water. Water is really good for you, I'm not gonna lie, but that didn't cure my acne, and it's not included in the tips here. And it didn't involve red light therapy or going for expensive facials. If you're new here, hey, I'm Koso. I'm an advocate for women, especially mothers, to reclaim their confidence, glow from the inside out, and create a life that they truly love. If that sounds like your vibe, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can join the community. Let's get right into the video. I have struggled with acne throughout my teenage years and through my adult life. I had bad acne. My skin was riddled with pimples. The areas that I mostly had breakouts were across my cheeks, both cheeks. I rarely broke out on my forehead, rarely on my chin, rarely on my nose area, but I mostly broke out on my cheeks and my jawline. This was really frustrating. It felt like the acne never went away. I thought that once I got out of teenage years that my skin would be healed, but no. And the acne scars that stayed after the pimples were the next battle. The pimples were one battle, and then the acne scars were the next battle. Those felt like they never cleared up. And just when one acne scar was clearing up, bam, I got another pimple. And I could just see the cycle. Oh my gosh, this pimple is gonna lead to another acne scar. It's gonna take months and months and months to even start fading. It was really sad for me. It was really frustrating, and it took a shot to my self-confidence. I could not feel comfortable going outside without makeup, and even with makeup, the acne was so prevalent that it would show through the makeup. And it was hard for me because I didn't know how to stop it. It just felt like a cycle that I could not control. It felt like no matter what I did, no matter what products I used, no matter how much water I drank, I couldn't stop the acne. And maybe you're like me. You're struggling with acne and you know that feeling of waking up and knowing, oh my gosh, I have a new pimple or two or three. And you know that feeling of spending money on a product hoping that it'll be the solution when it actually ends up being the problem and causes you to break out even more. I've been there. I've tried everything. I tried Proactive when I was a teenager. I tried doxycycline in my young adulthood. I tried benzoyl peroxide. I tried expensive facials. I tried it all. I've tried products, all the products under the sun that claim to cure acne in a heartbeat, and many of them did not solve my problem. One nasty side effect of a lot of acne targeting products is that they dry out my skin. And so my skin is naturally combination skin. My T-zone tends to be more oily. and then the other areas of my face a little bit more dry to normal. And the products that are targeting acne tend to dry out your face. And this was so frustrating. I've tried home remedies, I've tried natural remedies, and it really left me so frustrated because none of them solved my problem. A lot of these products have nasty side effects. Doxycycline is a pill that you take. And so while it may help reduce your acne, it also has other effects on the body. It's a solution, perhaps, for some people, but for me, it came with side effects that I wasn't really comfortable with. I was at the end of my rope. I was tired of strangers giving me unsolicited skincare advice. I was tired of trying to cover up my acne and my acne scars with a whole bunch of makeup. And the irony of makeup, as you know, is when you pile it on, you actually make your skin break out more. So I was just in a cycle, in a loop that I was tired of, and I wanted a solution. I wanted to have low maintenance skin, the type of skin that I can just wake up, do a simple skincare routine, maybe put on makeup if I wanted, and just go about my day. I wanted simple, low maintenance. I'm about to share with you what I did that finally worked. For me, this was the golden ticket. This was what solved my acne and what gave me a blueprint on how I can cure my acne whenever I have a breakout, whenever something comes up. This is the cure. And I got solutions in just 1 month. And if you're struggling with acne, you know that typically it takes 3 months for you to really see any changes in your skin if you're using a skincare product. The first thing that I did was I went plant-based. A plant-based diet is a diet that consists of foods that come from plants. So for me, this means fruits and vegetables, obviously. However, my meals are carbs, proteins, and those components that come from plants. My diet is not consisting of animal products. Removing animal products from my diet was the key for me. And I'm not someone who's going to preach and say that everybody needs to do this. However, what I'm speaking of is what worked for me. And I tried everything. I got into the plant-based lifestyle because my coworker at the time, she's now a close friend of mine. She was living a plant-based diet, having a plant-based diet. And I was so intrigued by how her food looked so much better than everyone else's in the office. Homemade food, fresh food, delicious food, so tasty. And when I found out that she was plant-based, I was so surprised and I was so intrigued. I talked to her a lot about this and found out more and more about living a plant-based lifestyle. And one benefit that stuck in my ear was that it can clear acne. I mean, I had tried everything. So why not try this? Especially if it's something like this that comes with other benefits to the body and the mind. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to try it. Why not? So I started by only eating fish. I removed meat and poultry. And then I moved on to a vegetarian diet. And then I finally took out dairy, and I was so astonished by the results. I had not seen results like that with anything that I'd done, with any product I bought. And in fact, I got results from this by removing things from my life, removing products, spending less money on stuff, not having to buy meat or poultry or fish at the grocery store, right? And so I was like, whoa, I was blown away by this. And I noticed that the inflammation on my face, the dark spots, the pimples, they disappeared. My skin had life again. I didn't need to use all these harsh products anymore. I was able to have low maintenance skin. by adopting a plant-based diet. So one book that really helped me during this journey of eating a plant-based diet is this book here. And I really recommend it because it's backed by a lot of research. There's so much research and findings that are packed in this book. So it's great for someone who is trying to transition into this lifestyle. It helps you to understand a lot more about what living a plant-based lifestyle, having plant-based diet does for your body. In a nutshell, when we eat more food that comes from plants, our blood vessels in our body have less resistance. They're clearer. There's less fatty deposits. There's less inflammation in our body. And this allows our blood to circulate better to our tissues, to our organs. Remember, our skin is our biggest organ. And so when we eat foods that do not inflame our body, that do not restrict our blood from flowing freely, our blood gives those nutrients to our organs. And so for me, for my face, my blood was able to give more nutritious blood to my face. It was able to give more nutrition to my face as opposed to inflammation. Like with other aspects of my body as well, there was just less of an inflammation, less resistance, less struggle. I can go into the benefits of a plant-based lifestyle more in depth. Let me know in the comments if you want that video. The second thing that I did was that I stopped buying products. I realized that my skin did not need more and more products. I realized that my skin had been talking to me and telling me like, hey, I don't really need all that stuff. I had spent thousands on skincare products, and I realized that the solution was not going to be in a bottle. Once I realized and saw how the plant-based lifestyle had changed and transformed my skin, I saw that I did not need to buy more. I don't need to buy more products. That's it. That's done. I'm done with it. I found the solution. Now, what I needed to focus on was actually having a basic skincare routine, a low maintenance one that I could have every day, simple, and that had safe ingredients for my skin. The next thing that I did is that I invested in a clean skincare routine. What does it mean to have a clean skincare routine? Clean means that the ingredients are not harsh. Clean means that the ingredients are not toxic. Clean means that the ingredients are not harmful to my body. I went to one of my favorite grocery stores, Sprouts, and I went there and they have a wonderful beauty section with very knowledgeable people who work there. Depending on which Sprouts you go, a lot of them have people who are actually specialized in beauty, skincare, things like that. And she guided me through finding products that work for me. And they became my staple products that I still use till today. The thing about Sprouts is they don't allow toxic ingredients to be sold on their shelves in any of their products. And so I trusted going to this place to get products that I knew were going to be working for my skin. I realized that my sensitive skin, my acne prone skin, did not like too much chemicals. When I went there, I was able to pick up some nice products that have simple ingredients. The next thing I want to talk about in this video is my skincare routine. Let me talk to you about it. So my skincare routine, it consists of about 4 products. And I do the skincare in the morning and in the night. I start off with a cleanser. So the cleanser that I use is Derma-E, and I'll link all the products in the description below. I use Derma-E Pure Biome Cleanser, Balancing Cleanser. This one's really nice because it's prebiotic and I feel like it helps keep the barrier of my skin while still removing impurities. I really love this. I love, love, love this cleanser. And then I do rose water as my toner. This one's from Trader Joe's actually, but the original one that I did get was from Sprouts, but you can get rose water everywhere. You can make your own rose water. And so this is the next step for me. It's like a toner and it helps bring that hydration to my face after washing it. Then I moisturize. The moisturizer that I found works the best for me was Derma-E Acne Oil Control Matte Moisturizer. This has active salicylic acid, but it's not drying. That's the key. It doesn't dry out my skin. So what I do with this is I actually put this on the areas of my skin that need it. I learned this from the worker at Sprouts who helped me find these products. She mentioned that there's a such thing as spot treatment or spot skincare, whereby you're not putting the product everywhere. You're putting it where you need it. And this was a game changer because remember, I have combination skin. So not everywhere in my skin is acne prone. I mostly break out, like I said, in my cheeks and jawline. So putting this moisturizer on my acne prone areas was the best solution because I don't necessarily need to put it on the areas that I don't break out on. So I put this on the acne prone areas, just a little dab. A little bit goes a long way. It doesn't burn, it doesn't dry me out. It's very moisturizing and it's very effective. And then the last step is I'll go in with another moisturizer that's very nutrition rich for the other parts of my face. So for my forehead, my nose, my chin, my neck area, the areas that aren't really acne prone, I'll use this moisturizer. And again, I'm gonna link everything below. But these products are it. That's it. That's the simple skincare routine. I don't do anything else. That's all I do. And compared to what I used to do before, I used to scrub with harsh toners, wash with harsh face washes, and try to do all these different things, oils, harsh toners, different products that had so many ingredients that weren't even working for my skin. So this skincare routine is it for me. So the final thing I wanted to recommend was actually loving my skin as it is. Looking at myself in the mirror and seeing the beautiful woman that is there, with or without acne, with or without acne scars, and saying, hey, you are beautiful. And no longer cringing if I get a pimple here and there, because I already have the solution. And I know that my skin and my body goes up and down. As a woman, we have hormonal fluctuations. So your skin might not always look the same each day, but that doesn't mean that you should love yourself less or appreciate yourself less. Having clearer skin is possible for you. I believe that you know your skin best. You know what your skin is telling you, and you know what your skin needs. I hope that some of my tips here help you to see how to achieve a clearer skin and also how to love and appreciate yourself more in the process. Let me know about your current or previous skincare struggles in the comments, and or I want to hear any tips that you have that worked for you to clearing your acne. If you liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up so that this video can be pushed out to other people and help them as well.